Since ChatGPT doesn't seem to be helpful with this issue, I'll give you the step-by-step framework in order to learn how to start conversations and talk to people, strangers, so you can actually start to make new friends and so you can build a vibrant social life and potentially find brotherhood. But brotherhood is kind of just like a friend who's so trustworthy that you could literally give him your entire credit card. You could trust him with everything. I need to tell deliver. So first of all, you need to understand that talking to strangers really isn't like a mental battle that you need to fight. When you see somebody, let's use the example of like a hot girl, since maybe you'd relate with that more. You see some attractive woman and you want to talk to her. And then you get flooded with all of these negative thoughts. She's not even that attractive. Look at the time. I kind of need to do things. I'm focusing on myself right now. I can't focus on women. You make excuses as to not talk to her. And because of that, you don't do it. Maybe you try and fight these excuses with your conscious brain because these excuses are coming from your subconscious. And you start thinking, no, but Prince told me that I should talk to people and, this could potentially change my life. Imagine if this is my future wife. I don't know though, I am getting all of these negative thoughts. Basically, you cannot fight your subconscious with your conscious mind. Because think about it, you need to actively expend energy in order to use your conscious mind. Your subconscious is always on 24/7, coming up with all of these thoughts and you can't even control them. You aren't going to win it because it's an uphill battle. So what do? If you can't rely on your mind, how do you talk to people? Because, you obviously know how this feels. You make all of these excuses, then the opportunity passes and you feel like shit. You feel like you just missed your chance. Well, here's what you can do. You need to understand that it's more of a physical thing, talking to people. Rather than relying on your mind, rely on your body. It relies more on just moving your legs and going up to somebody. And I know it sounds kind of weird. I'm telling you, hey, if you want to talk to people, just go up to someone. But truly, think of Mike Tyson. When he gets in the ring, well, he's old now, he probably doesn't get in the ring. But when he did in the past go in the ring with someone who may have been a little bigger than him, maybe threatening, he didn't really want to fight them. Do you think he wasn't nervous at all? Do you think he didn't feel any fear at all? He was just like, just another fight. Or do you think, even though Mike Tyson probably had a very good poker face, do you think maybe he did feel a little bit of fear, feel a little worried? Fighting is a pretty dangerous sport. He could get punched in the wrong place, permanently disabled. He could lose and face a lot of embarrassment. So what do you think he did? What do you think he did to get in the ring? Did he just consciously tell himself, no, I need to do this. I can't just run away. I need to fight this person. Maybe. I don't know. But here's what I do think he did. I think despite feeling the fear, despite not wanting to do it, despite knowing all of these risks, he went out of his way. He just ignored his brain. And he just moved his legs towards the ring. And when he was already in the ring, well, it was too late now. He can't just decide to run away. His opponent is already running at him. Now his subconscious can't come up with any more excuses. He's already in the fight. Now his brain just needs to help him win. If you force yourself to move and you put yourself in an awkward situation where now it's too late to run away, what will happen is your brain will stop coming up with all of these excuses and it'll start just generating things to say automatically. Your brain that was once your enemy will become your friend. That's how you talk to people. That's the secret. Now you can literally right now put on your outdoor clothes, go outside and use this. You see someone on the street, talk to them. Just move your legs, go over to them. Maybe you're already walking the same direction and literally just walk in front of them and say, hello, excuse me, how's the day going? But that still, despite following this advice, it may be a little difficult. Why? Well, there's another aspect I didn't tell you, and that is progressive overload. Progressive overload is a term used in the gym. Let's say you're doing an exercise, bicep curl, and right now you're extremely weak, you've never been to the gym, and you can only do like 5 kg bicep curl on each hand. If you do that enough times, eventually you'll be able to do 6 kg and the same amount of reps. And eventually, if you keep doing that, your muscles will grow again and you'll be able to do 7 kg and you'll keep building up. It's the same with social skills. You don't just go from, I'm an incel, I've never went outside of my house, to, wow, I'm suddenly this social sard, I can talk to anyone. Doesn't happen. What does happen, what's more realistic, is that you don't talk to anyone and then you slowly build up. From not talking to anyone, you don't just go to like the level 100 boss of just talking to anyone at any time, no matter what. You go from just maybe saying hello to strangers on the street and walking past them, which is actually very easy if you think about it. Because first of all, you're saying hello to people you're already walking past, so like the physicality aspect of having to command your legs to move over to them, you don't need to worry about that. It's not like you're going to cross the street to try and walk away from them. You're already going past them. If you say hello to them, they probably won't even see your face because you're only going to be walking past them for like 3 seconds max. So you don't have to have a conversation with them. They won't remember your face. You don't need to worry about commanding your legs or your brain because you're already walking past them. You literally just need to walk past them like normal and say hello or say good morning, which is like, if you think about it, it's quite weird how we don't say good morning or good afternoon to the people who live near us. Basically the people in a weird way in our tribe. Which is very weird. You live near these people. Don't you think you should at least talk to them, feel a little bit more secure with the people you most likely see every day? So you should just try and start by saying like hello in passing. Then after that, maybe it'll get more comfortable. Maybe you'll feel a little bit more comfortable socially. You'll be in a social flow state. Now, if you go shopping, maybe you'll be able to like talk to the shopkeeper, have an actual conversation. And you don't need to worry about what to say. Your brain will come up with things automatically. Then after the shopkeeper, maybe you can talk to strangers in the gym. Just say, how's your workout going? Then maybe that'll evolve into a conversation. You see how we started from just this very easy thing of talking to strangers on the street by just saying hello, to having a very small conversation with a shopkeeper. Thank you for scanning my items. How's your day going? Oh, good. My day is going good too. Thanks. Have a good day. A very short conversation. You don't face much embarrassment. Shopkeepers are literally paid to be nice to you. And now we kind of build up again, talking to people in our environment, maybe having a bigger conversation that's a bit more deeper. And we keep progressively overloading, slowly building our way up to being able to talk to any man at any time, no matter what, which is level 2 of social skills. And if you want a more in-depth tutorial, I guess, on how to do this, you can check the top link in the description. It is a program, kind of like a community, showing you exactly how to get from level 0, where you most likely are, you can't talk to anyone, to level 2. So now that you know about progressive overload, you know that you need to command your legs to walk over to people, there's one more thing. You'll still be in your own mind, and an excuse that'll often come up is, well, I don't know what to say to this person. And that is, it seems like a pretty reasonable excuse. You can't just go up to a stranger and have nothing to say. That's kind of weird. Imagine if I just walked up to you and I just stood there like this because I didn't have anything to say. That would be kind of weird, right? That's why. And I often believe that you should just say the first thing that comes to mind. Because something that's very important when talking to strangers is showing the true you. It is very important. You don't want to be masking yourself. You don't want to show a facade. You want to show the true you so the people who like you will stay and the people who dislike you will go. If you pretend to be someone else and maybe you say something that isn't aligned to what you want to say, then maybe you'll be attracting the wrong people. You won't be friends with the people you really want to be friends with. So if you say the first thing that comes to mind, which is completely primitive and natural to your instincts and your biology, then the people you'll attract would most likely actually like you for you. But at the beginning, maybe that'll be quite difficult. Just saying what's on your mind. For example, imagine you see someone with big biceps and the first thing you say to them is, "Big biceps, bro, what's up?" Imagine you say that to someone. That's it's a little weird if you actually think about it. So maybe you can't do that. Maybe there's a little bit of friction, social anxiety behind that. Fair enough. You want a preset then. At least for the beginning, use a preset. You don't need to think about what to say. Just have a preset phrase that you say to everyone. I'll literally be walking on the street and I'll just say good morning to 3 people in a row. They all hear me saying the exact same sentence. I don't care. In a weird way, I guess this is something to know. You kind of need to be a little bit, what's the word? I don't know if psychopathic or sociopathic really links with it, but you kind of need to see people as way less than you. I'll literally be walking past 3 people and I'll say good morning, good morning, good morning. And I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. And normally you'd kind of think, no, but if I say it to the first guy, I can't just say it to the other 2 because it's just the same thing. And that's because you care about what they think. I just say good morning to 3 people in a row, a preset phrase. I don't think about, what will I say to this guy? I don't have anything to say to you. There's nothing about you that catches my eye. So I'll use a preset and I don't care what anyone else thinks. I don't care if people hear me say it. I just say good morning, good morning, good morning. That's it. You can do that. Now, will they respond? Maybe not. Will they think you're weird? Maybe. If everyone else is just on their phone outside looking down and you're that one social guy, everyone will think you're weird, of course. Weird is basically just not fitting in with everyone else. If you're rich and everyone else is poor, you're weird. If you're poor and everyone else is rich, which is often not the case, you're weird. So if you're different, you are weird. If you follow my advice, you are objectively a fucking weirdo. So follow my advice if you want to be weird but happy and, content with the progress you're making. Or don't follow my advice if you want to fit in with the sheep. You want to be like the 90% of people who are literally outside walking past someone, and instead of recognizing them as a human on their phone, looking down with their hunched. I've seen people with horrible posture like this. So follow my advice, and I'm telling you right now, if you can't say what you want to say, just use a preset phrase. Say good morning to people. Literally just say that. If you're in the gym, say how's your workout going? To everyone. Literally. I'd say this to everyone. I'll literally, before my workout, I'll walk past every single person. I'll say, how's your workout going? Good morning. I'll literally just do that. If, depending on your environment, it may change. Maybe in a workplace. Maybe there's a saying in the workplace. I don't know. I've never been in a workplace. So you can come up with your own preset phrase. Maybe right now, pause the video, spend 15 seconds thinking up, okay, what do I want to say to people consecutively? It's not that big of a deal, as long as you are saying something. I hope this video helped you. Check the top link in the description. It's like a community of people exactly like you. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. Like the video. All of this you already know this stuff. You've used YouTube. I don't need to explain. Remember, consistency is over a lifetime. Bye-bye.